Hello and welcome back. For this video, I want to talk about moving blocks of data. Instead of one record or estimate row at a time, we're going to move a whole block of records at a time. So we've got several different ways of doing things. We can move estimates and proposals from one project to another. We can merge estimates and proposals, copy one into another, and we can import projects from another contract file. And last, I'm going to show you the use of opening and using the second estimate to move single rows from one estimate to another. So let's start by moving estimates. I'm going to open up this project. It's got 5 estimates, and I'm going to open up the project below. It makes no difference where you do this. So I have 5 estimates in one project, and I have 1 estimate in the other project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move estimate 5 from this project to this project. So if I click and drag, I see a blue hand. Now the blue hand is non-destructive, so whatever you do with moving using the blue hand can be reversed just by reversing the action. So you drag the estimate from that and drop it on the estimate header node. Now it's going to ask, is it okay? Do you want to move? I'm going to say yes. And now estimate 5 is part of the example compare project. Okay, so let's move it back just to show you that see, no problem. Alright, now that was the blue hand. The blue hand is non-destructive. Now let's change to the red hand, which is a merge, drag, and drop. So if I do a right click anywhere in the white space, I can turn on allow copy, merge, drag, and drop. If you right click again, you'll see the check mark is in the menu. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a estimate that will merge all of these estimates together, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to left click on the header node, right click on the header node, and I'm going to add an estimate, and this estimate 6 is going to be my merge. Okay, I've already turned on the merge, drag, and drop, so I'm going to drag estimate 1, the asphalt paving, into the merge estimate. Are you sure you want to merge? It always gives you a chance to abort if you don't like it. I'm going to say yes. Now it's asking if I want to open the estimate. I'm not done merging yet, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to grab the second estimate, and look, I'm dropping it on another estimate. And no. And I'm going to do number 3. Yes, I want to merge. No. Estimate number 4. Yes. No, I don't want to open. Now when I merge this one, then I will open. Okay, so I'm going to merge it. This time I'm going to open the estimate. And you'll see that all the records, I'm going to move the estimate form out of the way for a second. You'll see that now we have 36 records in the merge estimate. Okay, so that is how you can merge your estimates. I think that you should always build your estimates in sections of the work. For example, the electrical estimate should be done separate from the mechanical, the plumbing should be separate, and maybe the landscaping or the civil work, or the carpentry work. However you want to do your estimates, set up your estimates, do your estimates separately, and then merge them all together. Okay, so now we have these blocks of data. Now let's say that I want to get an entire project from another contract file. I have a way of doing that. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit. I'm going to go to the project menu, and I'm going to import a project from another contract file. I'm going to double click on the node, and I'm going to select example, I'm importing from myself into myself. Okay, so you see assemblies, tests, it's all the same projects there. Okay, and okay, everything's the same. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can double click on that node, or I can right click on that node and it'll automatically add it. So there, I just added that project from another contract file into this file. Now this happens to be the same contract file I have open over here that's open here. Now I want to show you that you can also import all the projects at one time. So if you want to import everything from one file into this file, you can do it that way. You can also determine what details you want imported, so you can turn things on or off if you don't want some things. Generally, I just leave everything checked and import everything. Okay, so that's how you import an entire project from another file into this contract file. Now let's talk about the second estimate, opening the second estimate. So I'm going to come up here to the example contract. I'm going to go into the mechanical work and open that project. Okay, so I have that open. If you want to have a reminder of what you have open, you can click on the blue button, and as long as I don't have a second estimate open, the blue estimate will show up and explain to you what is going on in the blue estimate. Let's go to second estimate, open the second estimate, and I'm going again, just because I know it's going to work, because you see I have several different unit price books here and there. Now I'm going to let's see, let's open up a parking lot. Okay, you see that once I have an estimate selected, the OK button is enabled. So I'm going to either double click this node, or I'm going to click the OK button. In this case, there's going to be 9 records that show up in the yellow estimate. The yellow estimate is the second estimate. Now I can drag and drop any item out of the yellow estimate into the blue estimate. So I'm going to drag one in there, and there, now I've got another estimate. You see that it transferred the quantity, so you have to be careful using this to make sure your quantity is correct, because you're using another estimate. The quantity may not be correct. Take a look at your factors, take a look at your account, take a look at your location, your user 1 and user 2 codes. I also want you to know that, well, what is this item here? Probably the easiest way to determine what that item is to open up a second split, and in the second split I can go over here to the group and item descriptions, so I can see what this item is. Okay, so I'm going to drag the mulching down. Okay, no, I'm not going to reprice it. Okay, so this is a fast way of seeing. Okay, I'm looking here. I want to know what that item is. That's a fast way of looking at the items. Okay, and if you want to put all the rows into the blue estimate, you can do a right click and add all items from estimate 2 to estimate 1. Okay, 9 items. The imported records may not have been repriced, so the unit price book may be off. So we're going to reprice everything. So it's going to go through the blue estimate row by row and go out to the unit price book and make sure the pricing is current. I thought I fixed that. There you have it. It repriced everything. Now it's recalculating the totals, and you will have moved the yellow estimate into the blue estimate. Okay, the errors are probably quantities or a problem with the item code. The item code may have changed from one year to another. Okay, I hope this helps you.